Tip number 5. For river value betting, I can share 2 crucial tips or 2 spots that you need to consider. If the board does not change drastically, meaning a dry board, let's say King 7-5, river deuce, turn deuce, ace high dry boards, a 10-5-3 flop, turn deuce, river deuce, you get the point. Even a bit more dynamic or wet boards like Jack 10-8 and then 2 low cards. Queen 10-8 and then 5-3. So very often on these boards, when you bet flop, bet turn, it's very likely they're gonna have a top pair or even a strong second pair, and they might be curious and they fell in love with their hand strength. In these kind of spots, I also have a very simple rule. Overbet, at least pot size bet for value. Don't go for these tricky fancy, I'm trying to level himself into something 1/3 bet so he's gonna raise me. Fuck that shit. People don't know even these concepts of turning certain hands into bluffs. They don't have no clue what blockers mean. And you're trying make your bet look weak so they level themselves into raising you. Stop that madness. Your money, your win rate will be highly driven by proper value betting. So whenever the board is pretty static and the board doesn't really change and I get to the river with a very strong hand, all in, vamos, 2x pot, 1.5x pot. I'm very greedy in these spots and has served me really well. The second tip, if you're not sure, if you get to the river with a hand where you know you want to bet, but it's not so strong, maybe top pair, medium kicker, whatever, but you play against the calling station, you play against a weaker opponent, bet 2/3 pot. Play your hand strength. That's totally fine. You don't need to overcomplicate. It serves really well for these, for a lot of river spots. 80-90% of the time, it's going to do the job, and that's enough. That's sufficient.